Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today we are going to take a deep dive into every single new creature that is coming to the Lost Colony DLC on December 18th. Now, I wanted to say sorry for no uploads yesterday. As some of you may know, I've got a really bad chest infection. Today, it has been a lot better. I do have to sometimes pause the video to cough up a bit again, but it is getting better. And it's perfect to have it now while I may as well get better before Christmas and the Lost Colony launch. You guys know that. But we're back with uploads this week. Really excited for this one. And I want you guys to tell me what is going to be your favorite creature. Well, you think it's going to be your favorite creature with the launch of the Lost Colony DLC. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's get in with today's video. Right, so here we are, guys, on the official key art, and it's probably my favorite ever key art. Like, I know Genesis Part 2 was a really awesome one and quite similar. A lot of people have been talking about how similar this key art is to the Genesis Part 2 one. But I just think the amount, I mean, you zoom into something, and look at the quality. You zoom into it, it's just insane how good the key art is. But there's quite a bit to talk about today, because it's not just going to be creatures. We're going to focus mainly on the new dragons, but we're also going to talk about something to do with the castle, because many people have been talking about this with me, especially with those watch drones and everything like that we need to expect to watch out for in Lost Colony. But as the title, there are new dragons coming to ARK Ascended, and this guy does not look friendly. It's something that so many people love in ARK. Wyverns are one of the most popular tames in the game and have been for years and years, and just Wyverns are amazing. I remember when they were first added with Scorched Earth, and it just like blew everyone away. And now we are getting this brand new, I said it really reminds me of kind of like the Void Worms in a way, just because of its tech tail and that kind of thing there. I don't know if that's a saddle or whether, because it looks, the funny thing is this looks like it's a form, it's similar to the bats, but not actually the bats. And a lot of people said they think it's going to be the Desmondus, but I don't think these are the Desmondus. I think they'll be I reckon they'll have a similar name. You know how like the Maywings, we had the Mayguanas? I feel like it could be quite similar to that. So yeah, I have no idea what the name of this right now. Even the wiki haven't even tested for a name, but I'm going to go for something like, it's going to be something like Demon Worm or something like that. I just feel like it's going to have some sort of name like that. I mean, look at that face. It is straight out of something evil. It really is. But this is the DLC where players can choose which side they're going to take and what tames they're going to want. And these bats, by the way, these bats are huge compared to the Desmondus. And we actually see another, obviously, image of the bat here, and look at this thing. It's absolutely terrifying. I mean, again, it does look like a lot of this stuff is infused with this red element, and we're also thinking about whether these are the NPC guards. And the reason we say that is because when we come over to the tower, this thing is a tower, but there's lots of like, we can't see it in this photo, but you can in the other one. There's lots of floating drones around the area, and they look like they have lights on, and they'll alert NPC guards. And I'm sorry, but I didn't even notice this before. This guy here has got a bear trap in his hand and some form of tech sniper, and he's got this wingsuit. And they all have this kind of similar design. And if you look, you see this helmet here, it looks very similar to this. So these, for me, are going to be some form of Lost Colony guards on a Rat Prime. Because look at these masks, again, very, very similar. And I guess they'll be fighting off zombies hordes as well, because we can see them fighting here, and then our standard survivors over here fighting against these zombies too. Now over here we have our dragon, which we would say that is on the light side, and lots of people saying it's inspired by Neverending Story, lots of anime shows, that kind of thing. It looks fantastic, and there's actually a mod that I covered not long ago, which is so funny that this is now being released, where it was similar to this dragon. And the one thing I'm going to be interested in is, will this be able to go in, because the mod that I used, you could fly down into the water and swim and fly back up. So I'm interested to see if this will allow you to do that, because obviously with flyers, that would be quite overpowered. But who knows? Who knows? And this absolutely, it just looks great. I mean, look at the saddle there. And it looks like you're going to have multiple survivors being able to sit on this as well. This one doesn't have any survivors on or anything like that. This just seems that it's being sent into battle. The only ones we see are the Malwins that have NPCs on. Now, again, it's not confirmed that these are NPCs. They could be survivors. But I think we're very, very, very certain that they are going to be these NPCs that we can raid them. And maybe if you get spotted, you will end up, they will end up chasing after you. And it'd be interesting to see if they can attack your base too. A lot of people have been saying, I wonder if these NPCs will launch raids on your base in the game. So yeah, that's going to be really, really, really interesting. Of course, we know what this is now. This is the Gloon. If you haven't seen my video yesterday, I've just realized the Gloon has got teeth around its eyes here. I can't work out whether this is an adorable creature or frightening, but I guess we'll find that out in the game. Obviously, Veilwyn and its different evolutions, which is the Soulwyn, which is coming to the game. The new Tech Spear here is fantastic. We see something very much like Rockwell's tentacles, and this just looks like the land of the corrupted. And I reckon, so what it screams like to me is before you get to the Lost Colony castle and on a Rat Prime, you will be met by these zombies. So I don't think it's going to be the easiest thing to get to this place. Once you're over the bridge and you get to wherever the bridge is going to be, you'll probably be met by guards, and then you'll be, but before that, you're going to have to go through these hordes of zombies that are just taking over the place. We can actually see more of these NPCs in the background, and what are these ones? Like, they're fighting each other. This one looks like it's hovering in the air. Is that a new superpower? I'm really worried about that. But look, you can see even some more. There's even, that's how much detail is in these. There's tons of these NPCs that are just in between the battle and fighting. That, I mean, this large one, I'm really worried about this. Why does this look like some sort of dying like zombie that's going to blow up? And of course, I think the final thing to really mention here, apart from these new characters and who we're going to be fighting against, is obviously this statue is very cool here. I wonder if this statue is going to be on top of, it looks like it's going to be on top of like some sort of ice mountain, and this bubble shield in the background is activated by the Lost Colony tower, which I'm guessing this bubble shield keeps out the infected from the land. And more of these like crosses along here and these different shapes. This looks to be like potentially the entrance, but I can't see where the bridge is. But I don't know how we're going to get through it at the moment. I don't know if we're going to need a certain tool, whether we can walk through it, how you sneak into this, and really what happens in the end. Like, is there going to be ever a chance that we can actually build in the Lost Colony castle, or is this forever going to be under reign of the NPCs and this evil lord here? Who actually knows? I don't know how the map's going to work, but this is for Studio Wildcard to tell us in 10 days time. Now, yes, it would have been 8 days time, but 10 days is still not bad as we get closer to the launch of the, look at the purple obelisk over there as well. It's a purple obelisk. The obelisk looks like it's been like, the obelisk looks like it's been infected by this kind of zombified stuff. Wow, that's going to be another riddle, isn't it? Is this a corrupted obelisk? Well, I think all obelisks are corrupted with the amount of time people lose their characters. But anyway, I hope you will all be glooning your way to the launch of Lost Colony. And I also want to know the difference between each one of the Gloons. I'm sure the different colors mean different abilities, which will be really interesting to find out. And obviously, one of the things about the Gloon, which is interesting, is it calms some creatures, it provokes others, and it also says it can lead some sort of survivors to safety, but some say that they try and lead them somewhere else. So I'm thinking there's going to be some good Gloons, and there's going to be some bad Gloons, and I feel like the Gloon is going to make you want, like, lead you. It could actually use some sort of light sensitive to lead you to somewhere good. And there could be a naughty Gloon that will try and lead you maybe to the zombies to eat you. I mean, who knows? where these Gloons, I mean, I hope I get some good Gloons in my tribe, because I do not want to be eaten up by these zombies. I'm sure many of us are going to have something very interesting happen to us. Lovely cough there. I mean, I feel like I've been infected by this new, as it's getting closer to the Lost Colony DLC, I'm turning more and more into one of those zombies. But anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. Let me know if you think I've missed anything from the key art so far, and let me know what you're most excited for the launch of Lost Colony. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.